Hey everyone, in today's video, just a quick guide on how to use your Minichord as a MIDI controller for your iOS device, whether it's an iPad or an iPhone. Now, hooking this up to a computer and using it as a MIDI controller is no problem. You just plug in a USB adapter, plug it into your, in my case, a MacBook, and I can assign the MIDI. It's MIDI ports 1 and 2. Everything's fine. I can work it with GarageBand. However, what I found was when I tried to plug it into my iPad, sometimes it's showing that it's working, sometimes it's not, but regardless, even when it's showing that it's sending the MIDI signal, there's no sound. It has to do with a signal that's going out through the USB cable that's basically turning the sound off on either my iPad or my iPhone. So a workaround is to use an app called midimittr, and that'll help you to connect, let's say, the Minichord to an iPhone and then send a Bluetooth signal over to my iPad. So I can actually have these two things connected, and then I can actually play any of my MIDI synthesizers or GarageBand or anything like that on my iPad. So we'll show you how that's done. So you'll want this app called midimittr installed on both your iPhone and your iPad. You want to make sure it's set up like this, so that your source will be the Minichord port 1 and 2, and that your destinations are all set up here. You want to make sure you can see the other device. In my case, it's my iPad. So here I have the app opened up on my iPad, and as I mentioned before, you go to advertise and you make sure that you can be seen by other Bluetooth devices. You can see it there. You can see where my iPad is indicated. So now for the iPad, you're going to see under the MIDI ports, it's going to show my iPhone as being the source. So anything I put into the Minichord is going to go through the iPhone and then over to the iPad. So now, as the expression goes, the proof is in the pudding. We have our Minichord plugged into my iPhone here. Everything is set up in the midimittr app. I don't have to have the phone on the whole time. I can turn it off. We have our iPad here. I've got one of my synth apps loaded up. Look, no wires. It's just going to be Bluetooth. Harp section. So I have all kinds of music apps on my iPads and my iPhone, so I'm really glad that I can use them. Let's try the Module Pro from Korg. That's a really cool one. Let's try King of FM. This app here has a lot of great FM sounds, like from the DX7. For you old timers there, you love the Mellotron. This is really cool. Anyway, you get the idea here. So this is, like I said, a USB cord kind of issue. The reason why, if you just directly try to plug it into either the iPhone or the iPad, you're not going to get any sound out of your device. So this midimittr app for transferring your input sounds through Bluetooth over to another iOS device is just genius. Anyway, it is the workaround for now. I hope you learned something, and I hope you have a lot of fun playing. Okay, bye for now.